Hello guys, welcome to Sabine's Mind. As you can see in the back, you see a bed. And I thought about a lot of people probably not used to going to dorms or sleeping in hostels. So I have some tips you might use. If you're not used to sleeping in a hostel, what I do, bring earplugs. Because there are so many other noises in every hotel room, of course. Can be close to a street, close to a railway station, but also in a hostel. If you share the room with more people, it can be that if you come in already somebody is asleep. Like all the time, even at 3 p.m., somebody is always asleep in big rooms. But also for yourself, that if you go to sleep, put in the earplug so you don't hear the van or the people come in. If you are high sensitive on light, you probably want to have an eye mask because it can be that the room is not that dark as you like to or used to be, or people switch on and off the lights. If you have here a room, I have 6 beds. That's okay, even if you have 4. If you which bed you prefer, it's pretty personal. But the most favorite for me is always the underbed, and it's the favorite one in all the traveling world. So it's a little bit tricky, but most of the times it's first come, first pick. In this way, they already arrange where you're gonna sleep. So if I book it, I put in the reference like I prefer an underbed. Most of the times it goes well. It's a little bit less shaky, and also climbing the stairs. Sometimes when you sleep at night and you wake up in the top bed, then you think like, oh, how many steps do I have to go down? So it's a little bit more easy. If you are sensitive or on light, or you want more privacy, you can use your towel as a curtain. In Asia, a lot of hostels have curtains, so it feels a little bit more like your own hut, your own private house. That's very cool. But in Central America and also here in Europe, they don't have it. But if you have a towel, you can put it on the top bed or tied it under, so you feel a little bit more private. While traveling in a hostel world, I don't go to the party hostels. The party hostels are most of the time very, very noisy. So most of the times you can go and go into the party hostel. The bars are most of the times open, so you can go in there and actually meet people if you really want that. But also in normal hostels, it's very easy to meet people. This is also like if you're in a hostel, you share your room with more people, you have to be very easygoing, more relaxing, because like you cannot have your own routine, and maybe somebody wants to talk, you don't want to talk, or the other way around. So try to consider a little bit more than you used to. What I also do is, if I go to a hostel, I have a small bag with just the most necessary things I need, like a toothbrush, etc. So I don't have my big one, because there's more stuff in that I don't use every morning or every evening. So I put it only in a small bag that I leave at the bed. So when I want to go to bed or I wake up, I only have to take that little plastic bag with the high necessity, and then during the day you can take other stuff, because opening the locker all the time is also noisy and you don't want to disturb people. So that's also a very tip. If you leave early, it might be nice for yourself and also for other people that you already start packing the night before, and like only the last things you put in, that you can put them on top of your backpack, so it doesn't take you as much time leaving early in the morning, and so you won't feel like you disturbing other people. Also, when you go on a website, I use most of the time booking.com or Hostel World. You want to read the reviews. Of course, the reviews are very important. At least for me, the last reviews are important. I don't want in the last review to say that somebody says like it's not clean. I like it to be clean. What I do lately, I book the new hostels. You can see it. There are some hostels are not even open that long, so they don't have many reviews. It doesn't say if they don't have many reviews that they're bad, because the hostel I stay in now, it's super, super great. It feels more like a hotel than a hostel, and it's only open for 3 or 4 weeks. So they really have not many reviews, but believe me, it feels like coming to heaven after some old hostels. So also read that one. I think like we clear up the most important thing, and you see the nice beds here. So I hope you have some useful tips from here, which are helpful, and you can always use those tips, of course, if you go to hotels, because their walls can be very small too. I had a hotel once that I had walls, but they were like rice paper, so I can hear everything. So you can also use it everywhere else. So good luck, enjoy your travel, and have a happy day.